We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome to the final game in today's matchups for Vineland Blitz football against the Buena Braves. It is the Varsity's turn here on BFA Live Sports, presented by RK Chevrolet and Auto Group. The other games earlier today have all been fantastic and strong games for the Blitz. And now the Varsity is looking to repeat everything else that we've seen today as they take on the Braves themselves. We are getting ready as the coin toss has happened. It looks like Buena will receive to start the game. And we'll be moving from our right to our left. As Vineland will defend the western side of the field. We get ourselves ready for kickoff here. Varsity games have 10 minutes per quarter. And we are ready to get underway here. Christopher Morgan will kick off a nice deep kick. And a bobbled ball allows the defender to get to him quick, and with a strong tug of the jersey, number 34, Alton Curtis Jr. pulls down the returner. And the Blitz defense is ready to attack the Buena offense as Buena lines up. With two in the backfield. And quarterback in under center. Hands off to number 29, finds slight room off the tackle, and as he's brought down by number, not entirely sure who brought him down there, but he is quickly brought down. But not after gaining 8 on the play. It'll be second. You got 9 on the play, it'll be 2nd and 1. In motion, hands off to number 29, and brought down by number 19, Christopher Morgan. But it's enough for a first down, and we move the chains. It's 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Buena ball. Looking for a hard count. Hands off to number 24, and he shakes off a defender, and another finally brought down by number 1, Osvaldo Ortiz. Number 24 looks very powerful and is very agile. Another first down for the Braves, now at the 50. 8 to the bottom of our screen. Hand off again to number 29. Bouncing off a defender and having to be brought down by number 21, Alvarado. Right now, the run game for Buena seems to be extremely strong. It's good for another first down. Ball at the 39-yard line. Three in motion. Hand it off to 29 again. Up the middle. And brought down by a pull of the jersey. He gets himself another 10 yards. Right now, he seems to be very dangerous for the blitz. Needing to find an answer to stop him. Vineland's going to take a quick time out here, and we'll step aside with them. We'll be back after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back. Right now, the Blitz are struggling to find an answer to stop number 29 of Buena, as every time he gets the ball, he moves the ball at least 10 yards. And they will come out of this timeout looking to continue to do what they have been doing so far. Hand it off to, once again, number 29, and he barrels his way through. And this one is close, but it will be a second down. 2nd and 1. He is averaging 10 yards a play right now. 2 for 9. 1 for 10, and 2 for 11. Hand off again. He comes off this time with a little limp in his step. But it is a first down for Buena. Now in the red zone. Three in motion, handed off. Quarterback keeper this time. And great follow through by number 8 there, Ryan Williams. Able to bring him down actually for a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Williams' pursuit there kept the quarterback from getting any yards. (29-3) in the backfield again. 24 in motion. Oh, that is a fumble on the play, and the Blitz pick it up. Oh, still bouncing around. Recovered. 42 finally able to get his hands on it. Paris Kinsey Jr. And he puts a stop to the bleeding. Turnover on the fumble. It is Blitz's ball. And they will start their drive from the 31-yard line. Blitz looked to hand it off to number 42, Kinsey Jr.
Number 42,
He is violently brought down.
Brought down for a short gain.
As you can see, there's a custom name on Artis's jersey there. He's Little Artis. His brother is Osvaldo. Toss to Kinsey. Bouncing off a few defenders there and getting some extra yards. Working for that first down. He'll be a yard short. He'll be 3rd and 1.
Just shy of the first. Gotta bring up a 3rd down and short.
Ball is snapped, handed off to Kinsey again. Using his size to his advantage, he tumbles forward through a few defenders to get that first down. Fresh set of downs for the Blitz, 1st and 10 from the 43. Toss, but that ball is dropped on the toss. Recovered by. It's not going to be very easy to see here on the screen. Recovered by the Blitz here. 2nd down, but heavy loss on that.
Recovered by Vineland. Resulted in a loss of yards on the play.
It'll be about a 2nd and 17 to go. Hand off to 34. That's Alton Curtis Jr.
Get the pitch with a cutback, and he is brought down.
Good handoff. Hand off to 34. That's Alton Curtis Jr. He had plenty of room for the first down, but got caught up along the sideline there. Ball at the 49. Out of shotgun. We have a flag on the play. I believe illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution on Vineland can bring back 5 yards. We bring up third down still.
It'll be third down with that loss of 5. Never mind, there's a waving the flag off.
And the penalty was waved off.
Number 2, Devin Austin is quickly brought down. It'll be third down as the end of this quarter is coming to a near. It'll be fourth down. Fourth and 4. And that is the end of the quarter. Current score is 0-0 here at Gittone Stadium. Blitz and Buena Braves are fighting toe-to-toe. We'll step aside and get ready for the second quarter after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Also, if you are hungry or thirsty, please feel free to stop by the concession stand. We have Coach Gandalf back there working hard with.
Welcome back to the second quarter here at Gittone Stadium. As this game has been close, nobody on the board yet. Very different from how all the other games have run today. As we have flipped direction. Blitz are looking to punt it away.
Lines up.
Nice clean punt. Over the head of number 24. And he's going to be brought down at his own 10. Great punt by the Blitz. 24 thought he might have had a chance to return that, but let too many defenders get down and around him by the time he picked up the ball. Could have been a very bad decision there had it touched him before he got control. Ball is snapped.
Buena snaps with a short stoppage up the middle. Bring up second down.
Very short gain.
Hey, keep them right there, boy. Don't let them move. Keep them right there, boys. Don't let them move. Don't let them move.
Hand off to number 24. And shaking off a few defenders. He gets good gain there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Buena Braves. Medina is just having his way with the defense.
Couldn't catch the other number, so I apologize.
Watch the running back. Keep them right there. I learned that they got the first down. Keep them right there. Keep them right in there.
Handed off to number 29, but he is quickly brought down by number 42, Paris Kinsley Jr. Early on the snap, number 24 false starts for Buena. This will back them up 5 yards.
Keep them that way. But I think it still stays second down. Yeah, but they get it back. More yards, Watch the outside.
Buena snaps with a run to the outside, and he is
Good run by number 29 as he barrels through to 2 defenders before being brought down.
Paris Kinsey.
Kinsey on the tackle
Number
again.
34, Alton Curtis.
And it is enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line for Buena. 6:50 left in the quarter.
Wait, what the hell are they doing, boy? What?
Ball is snapped and handed off again up the gut to number 29. And quickly brought down by number 0, Walter Jones. And 42, Paris Kinsey. Ball is snapped to number 29 again, and he barrels his way through 2 defenders before being brought down. It'll be 3rd down. Xavier Mojica was also on that tackle.
Where to go to line?
And to the run, that brings up a Another first down for Buena.
Finding his way up the gut, it seems to be unstoppable for number 24 and 29 both tonight. And getting another first down for the Braves. 1st and 10. From the 46-yard line.
Hands it off to the outside. What a big stop here.
Brought down along the sideline. Medina on the toss. And is brought down by number 11, Jaden Alvarado. 2nd down. And about 4 to go. A false start. Illegal motion.
A false start on the play on Buena can bring it back 5.
Second and 7 to go. But that 7 is quickly deleted by number 29 as he runs down the sideline again. And brought down by number 1, Osvaldo Artis. The only thing that has stopped Buena so far is a turnover on a fumble. And it looked like there was early motion that wasn't called. 29 heading up the left side off the tackle. And his dominance continues. Ball on the 20-yard line in the red zone. Number 4 under center. Fumbled the ball again, and I remind you, the last time that they looked like they were about to walk into the end zone, they did fumble and turn over. Seems to be one of Buena's problems right now. .235 left in the half. Handed off to number 29 again. On the tackle is 0 and 42. That's Jones and Kinsey Jr. With 2 minutes left in the first half, we remain scoreless. And reminder, at halftime, we will be having homecoming ceremonies as we introduce the players and the cheerleaders with their parents. False start, Buena. It's going to back them up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. Backed up to the 22-yard line.
Football and cheer parents to the flagpole, please.
Leaving early again is that right tackle. I'm sure the coaches are seeing it. Let's see if we have that on the replay. 29 is still dominating. But it looks like that right tackle leaves a little too early every time. We'll keep an eye out on him for next time. And there's a timeout on the field. Yeah, see there, that maybe it's the guard. But he is definitely leaving early, that is for sure. Coming out of the timeout. The left guard that time left before the ball was snapped, and number 29 decides to run off the right side. And he will be close to first down. I believe he got it.
With a timeout.
No, it'll be 3rd and 3. With 54 seconds left in the second quarter, we'll step aside and be right back.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back. Coming into the end of this timeout here. 54 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter. As we get ready for halftime soon, the score is still 0-0. Blitz and Braves. Ball is snapped and handed off to none other than number 29 as he works his way to the end zone, but he's going to be dropped at the 1.
44 seconds left in the second quarter.
44 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and goal on the 1. They have a timeout, Buena. Getting ready to score the first points of the game. Buena is at the 1. 1st and goal. 35 seconds left on the clock. And he will find his way into the end zone. First 6 on the board is from Buena. McLaughlin is the first to score. looking to tack on the extra point. Number 99 left early, but that didn't stop the Blitz from getting their hands on that ball. Number 42 comes rushing in there, Paris Kinsey Jr., and gets a block on that extra point. And we'll step aside as we reset the field.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back as we are resetting the field. The Braves are the first one to get on the board, putting up 6 over the Blitz. On the kickoff, it is a deep kick, but it goes out of bounds. And that'll bring the ball up further than when it went out. It'll start on the 40. .29 seconds left in the half. Blitz ready. In motion. Hand off to 34. Cuts back inside, ducks underneath the arm, and is brought down.
Carry number 34, Alton Curtis.
Alton Curtis on the run. They're going to call him down there, but I do believe his knee was up, and he gained an extra yard. But that's from our angle. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another timeout on the field, but we'll stick here. Tonight it's turned into a beautiful night here. A little crisp cold, but at least that rain that ran through was very light and very quick. It was not looking as such as we saw it pop up in the radar in the first place. It looked like it was going to be a storm, but thankfully we dodged that. As this half gets near its end, we'd like to remind you that tonight's halftime festivities is honoring the players, cheerleaders, and parents of those kids, starting from the flagpole and will be brought to midfield. "15 seconds left on the clock. Ball is snapped, but we have a false start, it seems. That'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15. Ball is snapped, looking to throw, but he's hit as he throws for an incomplete pass. Ryan Artis is looking for his receiver, number 1, Osvaldo Artis. So big Artis, little Artis to big Artis. A 3rd down attempt. Screen out to the right.
Number 1, Osvaldo Artis.
And pushed out of bounds. Is number 1, Osvaldo Artis. And that'll end the first half. The Braves are up 6-0 over the Blitz. We'll step aside, and when we return, we'll hold our tongue here for a second. There seems to be some time left on the clock. Five seconds, apparently. Three seconds.
My time.
3, 2, 1. That'll be the end of the quarter, of the half. We will now step aside and get ourselves ready for the halftime festivities.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Let's give it up for the Lady Braves. Once again, let's give it up for the Lady Braves and the Lady Blitz. Give me a thumbs up when we're ready, guys. All right, everybody. Welcome to the 2021 homecoming game for the Vineland Blitz. Let's start things off with number 0. Walter Jones, escorted by his mom, Nicole Schaefer, and his dad, Mr. Rodney Ragsdale. Following up Mr. Jones, we have number 1, Ozzy Artist, escorted by dad, Ozzy Artist Sr. And this is the 1-year anniversary of his grandfather's passing. Orestes Artist Sr., may he rest in peace. Condolences to the Artist family. Number 2, we have Devin Austin, escorted by his mom, Dawn Holmes. Up next, we have number 3, Orion Artist, escorted by his uncles, Orlando Artist and Uncle Reese Artist. Up next, we have Tim McNasby, escorted by his dad, Jason Pittman. Coming up next, we have number 5, Landon Bowen, escorted by mom, Amelia Miranda, and dad, Nelson Miranda. Following that, we have number 6, Timothy Coggin, escorted by mom, Kiara Coggin, and his siblings, Tristan and Kiriana. Number 7, we have Alexander Garcia, escorted by his mom, Rebecca. Coming up next, we have number 8, Ryan Williams, escorted by mom, Angie Williams, and his dad, Reggie Williams. Up next, we have number 9, Jamie Quintana, escorted by dad, Jamie Quintana, and mom, Kelly Quintana. Coming up next, we have Xavier Mojica, escorted by mom, Anna Irizarry, and brother, Ruben Mojica Jr. Coming up, we have number 11, Jaden Alvarado, escorted by mom, Janet Alvarado, and dad, Juan Alvarado. Up next, we have Vincent Alenardo, escorted by Dad, Dennis Alenardo, and Mom, Lauren Alenardo. Up next, we have number 15, Jordan Brown, escorted by Mom, Zyra Brown, and Dad, Terrence Brown. Coming up next, we have number 19, Christopher Morgan Jr., escorted by Father, Christopher Morgan Sr., and Mother, Tina Marie Morgan. Up next, we have Xavier Angel Alvarado, escorted by Dad, Jesus Alvarado, and Mom, Tanya Alvarado. After that, we have Adonai Kuman, escorted by his grandparents, Mike and Nilda Custodio. Up next, we have Alton Kurtz III, escorted by his family friend Sasha Martinez and friend Leah Rosa, my apologies. Up next, we have number 42, Paris Kinsey Jr., escorted by his dad, Paris Kinsey Sr., and his mom, Nicole Kinsey. Up next, we have number 44, Jay Mojica, escorted by his father, Coach Mojica, and brother, Coach Velasquez. Up next, we have number 55, Rocco Pustisi, escorted by his mom, Stephanie Pustisi, and his dad, Andrew Pustisi. Up next, number 59, Noah LaFontaine, escorted by his sister, Cabraya, and mother, Nicole. Up next, we have number 61, Germani Carreras, escorted by his aunt, Yaritza Carreras, and father, Carlos Carreras. And last but not least, number 75, Dominic Kuzmix, escorted by Dad, Sam Kuzmix, and sister, Faith Kuzmix. All right, and for our 2021 Vineland Blitz Varsity Cheer Squad, we have Sonia Baker, escorted by her mother, Sonia Mutcherson. Up next, we have Michaela Caputo, escorted by her grandmother, Rosalie Lilia. Up next, we have Brianna Scott, escorted by her dad, Chris Scott, and mom, Rita Scott. And last but not least, we have Jacqueline Stewart, escorted by her aunt, Linda Miller, and her father, Jeff Miller. Let's give a big round of applause for the 2021 Varsity Cheer and Football Squad, everybody. And again, one last shout out to the artist family for the 1-year anniversary passing of the grandfather, Orestes Artist Sr.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982. We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back to the second half here at Gittone Stadium of Vineland Blitz football. As we tune in, it is 6-0 for the Buena Braves. And the Blitz are set to receive the ball to start the second half. This ball will go out of bounds. It'll start off at the 40-yard line for the Blitz. In the first half, we saw a very strong showing by the running backs of Buena, number 24 and 29, as they seem to be unstoppable. The only reason there aren't more points on the board is because Buena has had some struggles with holding on to the ball after the snap, allowing the Blitz to actually take over in their own territory early in the game. As we start the second half, the ball is handed off to number 42, Paris Kinsey Jr., and he just manhandles the defender as he's brought down near the 20-yard line, bouncing off his own lineman. He makes it past the 40 and is finally pushed out around the 30 for a first down. That's the best run so far for the Blitz. If they can continue to do that, they can take the lead back here in the second half. Lining up in the I formation. Handed off to Kinsey Jr. again. Or, sorry, that's Curtis. Curtis the third. Gaining several yards before finally being taken down. There's a quick look back at the Kinsey run. It'll be first down, I believe. First and 10 at the 16-yard line. Tight bunch formation. Curtis unsure about his movement. Will be called for a false start, and we'll move this back 5 yards. It'll be first and 15. Ball is snapped, handed off again to 49, and that is 42, I believe, so that would be Kinsey again. Gaining those 5 yards back. It'll be second and about 10. Second and 11. Curtis in motion. Around one defender. Evading a second and dragging the third. And a possible face mask there that we would only see because of our angle. Great run by number 34, Curtis III. Out. Blitz really finding their momentum here coming out of the halftime. I formation, handed off to the fullback, who's number 2 in this play, Devin Austin. And he uses his weight to push himself forward, knocking over a few defenders in his way, getting himself within the 5. It'll be ball on the 4. I formation again. Hand it off to number 42 with a good push out of the blocker in the fullback position. Paris Kinsey Jr. is able to score another touchdown, bringing the score even. Blitz on the board to start the second half. High formation again, handing off to number 2, and he's in for conversion. Make it 7, taking the lead. Austin gets the extra point, and the Blitz have woken up this second half. We'll step aside as we reset the field. Blitz up 7-6 over the Braves.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
It is a cold one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally feeling like fall, 54 degrees with a slight breeze. And it feels like football. But getting hot right now are the Blitz as they came out to start off the second half as if it was a whole different team on the field. But Buena is looking to receive the ball to start their drive. And let's see what they have for an answer. Ball did not go far enough. So the ball will be placed on the 45 of the Blitz to start this drive for the Braves. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball's handed off to number 29. He is brought down by number 34 and number 2. Devin Austin's number 2, 34 is Alton Curtis, 3rd. A heavy gain for the Braves, as that'll make that 3rd and a yard and a half. Ball is snapped. Strong tackle, but he got his hands where it doesn't belong. It'll be a face mask for number 21, Xavier Angel Alvarado. Good tackle overall, but unfortunately he did get a piece of the face mask. It will be an automatic first down. He almost had him there too. He would have been a few inches short of that first down. It would have been 4th and inches, but unfortunately because of that face mask, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. And just like that, the Braves again are knocking on the door. Hard count. Let's see if we can get on replay to see who moved first. It would be the defensive tackle there, but it would have been a close one for a false start off that tackle. The left side tackle moved just before the defender crossed the line, but because it is the defensive tackle, it's in the neutral zone, and he's not allowed to move there. The handoff to number 29, we thought it was going to be a repeat of what we've seen all night, but he's quickly tackled by a mighty grip. He thought he was gone, and next thing you know, he's being spun around and brought down to the ground. It'll be 3rd down. 2nd down. Numbers are having a little trouble there on the field. 4 under center. Fumble on the field again, and again I bring up the fact that no matter how good the runners are, number 24 and 29, there is a bit of a problem with the handoff on the snaps. And the quarterback quickly dives on top of it, but he does lose about 1.5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. Also, from our vantage point, the running back looks like he was about to go slightly early. He's got to watch his lean. 24 in motion. Almost forgot that he's supposed to receive the toss. Gets the first down. And his toes hit the line, but after that, ref calls it before the first down. It's going to be a 4th and 1. From our vantage point, it looked like he got there, but it's going to be a 4th down with 1 yard to go. You see, he remembered he's supposed to receive the toss, and he gets brought down, 1 yard short. Good job by the chains down there. Put yourself before the chains and just drop them when the running back's coming at you. Fort quickly sacked, turnover on downs. Let's see that again of number 0. He just shoves the tackle out of his way, and that was actually number 2. That's Austin. He said, "Not today. You're not in my way anymore," and just ran right up the back of the quarterback for a loss. But it doesn't matter how far back he goes. It's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 blitz. Starting deep in their own zone, they will start at the 16. And this game has completely flipped its head. The handoff to 42, Kinsey Jr. And he works his way to getting out of bounds, but not before he gets that first down. Great run there by Kinsey. All the way up to the 30, making solid advancements here. A lot better than in the first half, where they were only getting about 3 to 4 yards at a time, but quickly getting stopped within their downs. And getting solid chunks around 10 yards at a time. .220 left in the third quarter. Handoff to 34. That's Curtis. When he's able to turn on the jet engines, he is gone. Tackled by the Achilles. But he is all the way down. Look at how he finds his way around number 29. And all it took was an Achilles fingertip tackle that brought him down right around the 8-yard line. Great run by Curtis there. I don't know what head coach said in halftime, but it seems to have worked. This team is completely different from the first half and is reminding us how strong the Blitz can be when they're at home. He set up single back. 42 in motion. Fumbled on the handoff, but picked up by number 2. Devin Austin is able to recover the fumble. It'll be no gain. Second and goal from the 10. Handoff to 34. Shaking one defender and heading out to his left. That's where he finds the daylight. Curtis is in for a touchdown, and just like that, this game has completely changed. Another 6 on the board for the Blitz. Touchdown, Vineland. As you see here, all he needed was 10 yards of space. Because they started on the right side of the field, it gave him all the daylight he needed to just keep avoiding the defenders for every yard forward he was gaining. And he's able to put another 6 on the board, 13-6. The Blitz looking for their extra point to make it 14. This should really light a fire underneath the defense. And false start. We're going to back this up and make it slightly difficult. This extra point attempt will take place from the 6. Actually, the 7. Snap. Toss out to the left. Shaking off defenders and being pulled down by possible horse collars, Artis. There is a flag on the play. I believe I'm correct about that horse collar. This one's going to get replayed. Another attempt at this extra point. Well, they didn't call the horse collar, but they did call a face mask. So that's going to put them right up against the goal line here. Ball will be placed at the back where they started. That type of penalty is half the distance to the goal. And that pass attempt is incomplete, so the extra point won't be put on the board. But 33 seconds left in the third quarter, and Vineland decided to come out with a different team, it seems, and are now up 13-6 over the Braves. We're going to step aside and take a break right after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
We're almost there. Welcome back to third quarter action here at Gittone Stadium of BFA Sports, streaming of Vineland Blitz football presented by RK Chevrolet. If you look down in the bottom corner, you see the RK, but the other words are stuck in the sideline. That is the RK Chevrolet logo down there, and part of the RK Auto Group, and if it was bright out right now, which it's not, we would be able to see the top of the RK Tower from our perch here at Vineland's Gittone Stadium. There it goes. Now it says Chevrolet. Yeah. Blitz are looking to kick off to Buena. If they can repeat what they did last time, they'll be in good shape. Except that kickoff has done something I've never seen done before. It went backwards. And they just going to take it from the farthest it went? Or are they going to... Yeah, they're just going to take it from the farthest it went. I've seen punts go backwards because of wind, but never a squib onside because of a weird bounce. Buena will start at the 41 of the Blitz, handing off to none other than 29. He peels off one defender and is then brought down by number 34. Alton Curtis the third. Clock is stopped at 15. And re-picked up because of the... We are slightly confused by what is happening on the field, but there is 3, 2, 1 in the quarter. And with that, we are heading into the fourth. The Blitz up 13-6. We will step aside from Gittone Stadium from these words from our sponsor.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
And welcome back as we get ready for fourth quarter action here at Gittone Stadium. It has been a great day of football if you're a Vineland fan. And Buena is looking to upset the last matchup here. They are now down by 7 points. But they will start first and 10. From the 32-yard line. .24 in motion. Almost a missed handoff, and that ball just popped out of nowhere. Again, the turnovers are what are haunting Buena today. Their run game is fantastic, except that ball does not want to stay in their hands. Let's see if we have that. It might have been blocked in the view, but there's a possibility we have it. If not, that's either way, that's great fortune for the Blitz as here we go. It just pops out of his hands and is picked up by number 1. Osvaldo Artis. It seems as if in the attempt to tackle him, the arm got pulled back and the ball just went flying. And Curtis. Sorry, that's Kinsey Jr. They are very similar in height. Comes barreling through. It's almost as if the defenders forgot the play was happening. And number 8 just almost lets him go by. That's good for first down. Little Artist as QB. That's Orion. Set up in the I formation. And off to 34. That is Curtis. Except he is tackled after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 8:55 left on the board. Ball is snapped, handed off with a shake and a push off from the running back, pushing his defender out of the way. Curtis is finally brought down. Looking like he's going off the tackle, but then just shakes off the defender. And gains at least another 2 yards after that encounter. And it'll make it 3rd and 5. On the 40. .35 left on the clock. Lining up in that I that has worked so well for them tonight. And a false start, unfortunately, though. Kinsey Jr. is just a little too anxious on that snap. We're going to back them up 5 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 10. Sometimes that fire that builds up inside of you as you start getting good yards and good blocks, you get a little bit anxious at the line and you want to jump a little early, but you got to remember sometimes it works to have a hard count. Mess up the defense on their own. But the handoff is clean that time, and just dragging him down for an extra like 4 or 5 yards there. Watch this right here. Clean handoff. Nice open hole. Looks like it was a trap. And then the defender that wrapped him up just couldn't bring him down for at least another 5 yards. Great job there by Kinsey. Keep your feet moving and you'll be able to keep getting extra yards every time you come across a defender. Hand off to the fullback. He brought down by his shoulders. That's number 2, Devin Austin. A nice solid short gain. It'll make it 2nd and 8. And at this point, the Blitz are looking to control the clock more than the actual score. And they're taking those nice solid runs that they're used to getting yards on. And getting some breakouts every now and then, just like that. And this one looks like it's going all the way. There is no flags on the field. Touchdown! Alton Curtis. Add another 6 to the board for the Blitz. And this score is getting now out of hand for the Buena Braves. With only a little over 5 minutes left on the clock to go, the Braves are now seeing themselves down 19-6. As a running back, your best games come when you trust your tackles and your guards to open up those holes for you. And that's exactly what Kinsey and Curtis are doing tonight in this second half, putting their faith in their linemen to create those gaps that they need and finding their way into the end zone over and over again. This time it's a quarterback keeper because Little Artist decides, I want some points too, but there is a flag on the play. It'll be against the Blitz. And this will back them up. This point in attempt will take place from the 12. A high snap, but it does look like there was early movement as well. It'll be another 5 yards backed up. From what we saw, I'm guessing that was supposed to be a flea flick, sort of a flea flicker. Although it was a direct snap to the running back, and I saw a crossing X route off on the top side of the screen. And I have a feeling it was supposed to be a short screen out to the left. Let's see if they try that again. Bad snap. He's just going to sit on it. With a 19-6 lead right now, what's most important is managing that clock and not giving up any extra points here. So we'll take a step aside and hear from our sponsors from Gittone Stadium.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action with 5:04 left on the clock. The Blitz are up 19-6. The way this game started, you would actually be surprised by this score because they could not get any momentum to get into the end zone, and they were being dominated by the yards of Buena. But what has cost Buena points themselves are turnovers of fumbles. They have a fantastic run game, but their snaps are becoming difficult, and their handoffs to the running backs have also been problematic for them. While on the flip side, in the second half, the Blitz have just been executing left and right, minus a few issues here and there, and that is what have given them 19 points just in the second half alone. Another short kick finding its way to work with backwards, and there it goes. It is officially a negative-yard field goal, kickoff attempt. This will allow the Buena Braves to start their drive 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line in the Blitz's territory. .24 in motion, hands off, looking for a block from 29, and he gets it. But he's fumbling the ball as he's diving forward. Let's see where the refs say he went out. Definitely was plenty for a first down. That wasn't the question. But it looks like he called him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Bobbled snap. That also allows the defenders to get there, and that ball is on the ground. Number 2 has got it in his hands, and it's a turnover. 1st and 10 for the Blitz in their own end, thanks to a bobbled snap and handoff. Number 2 was on that. Devin Austin is saving the day once again. 4:48 left in the regulation. And the Blitz just took the ball back 19-6 over the Braves. Ball is handed off. And right up that gut is number 2, Devin Austin. using that size of his to just barrel forward. He may get contact early, but it takes a lot to bring him down. And nice solid gain. It'll be 2nd and 5. Four minutes left in regulation. Some slight confusion in the backfield. Little Artis is directing his backfield. He kept it off the fake handoff. Was only able to get himself near back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6. A handoff to 34, and he just stiff arms a defender. Finally brought down by number 29. Let's take a look back here for Alton Curtis. He finds his hole and works his way back to the inside and just throws somebody off who's trying to tackle him right into his own player. And is finally brought down by a jersey by number 29. 2:20 left on the clock. Ball is snapped. Hand it off to, the ball is fumbled forward. And that one in the end will end up in the arms of number 9 of Buena. Turnover on the fumble. But they do have to start in their own zone. Minute 38 left on the clock. Down 19-6. We have a timeout on the field. Vineland will step aside and be back right after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back to BFA Live Sports, production of Vineland Blitz football presented by RK Chevrolet. Minute 38 left in regulation. Blitz are up 19-6 over the Braves. Almost called them the Chiefs. That's the high school. Braves under center. Hand off to number 29. And dancing around, but not letting him get around this time, containing the edge. It's number 34, Curtis. Seems to have gotten real tired of 29 finding that edge route. And says, I'm keeping you inside, and I'm going to make sure you stay down. Curtis has definitely changed his attitude from the first half to the second half. Between his offensive and defensive play, he's definitely stepped up tremendously and has made a real statement on the field. Motion is 24, long toss. Possible hold, but there on that tackle is Kinsey, the other pairing to go with Curtis. Both of them seem to be in a little competition with each other between their yards and their tackles. And only 30 seconds left on the clock. Without using any more timeouts, they're going to run out of time to pull this one back. Dancing to the left is number 29, and number 11 is able to pull him down by his shoelaces, Jaden Alvarado. He's also made a statement tonight. And we got 3, 2, and 1. That will be the game. It is a sweep by the Blitz today over the Braves. All the games were fantastic, and the varsity game ended up being the closest. But the Blitz got their act together in the second half and pulled off a victory of 19-6. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight on this beautiful and slightly chilly Saturday night. And remember to enjoy your Halloween, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I am Ryan Schumacher. Charles Hope is on camera, and Dave Virgilio is producing today. And we will see you all next time on the RK Chevrolet and Auto Group broadcast of Vineland Blitz football.